Ladies and gents, it is go time. This time that we are going to find the person that feels like home. Action is the name of the game. Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and I'm looking ever so fresh-faced this morning, I know. I have been on the road again for quite some time. I've had one of the most amazingly powerful weeks, but I'm surprised that I don't have bigger bags under my eyes because it has been non-stop this week. I have been speaking at an amazing event. I've had the Healing Hangs, which was really, really, really powerful. I was announced as a new radio show host for a weekly radio show that I'm going to be doing from next month in October. Keep your eyes peeled for more details, and you will be able to listen all around the world by using YouTube. So please, please, please do keep posted on that. I am so excited. Honestly, opportunities are knocking. So as I said in the new moon energy update, and also in the September, I can't speak, in the September energy update, this is me getting excited. All of these opportunities are going to start presenting themselves. And what's fascinating is, as much as opportunities are presenting themselves, like other areas of life, I'm having to be really, really, really brave and walk away from things, which is the real contradiction to the energies that are taking place right now. And I am going to be sharing the full moon energy updates with you today. Now, before we step into that, ladies and gents, I just wanted to bring up into your consciousness, I've got a lot of people messaging me on a day-to-day basis saying, Lucy, how do I hang out with you? Lucy, how do I figure out who I am? There's two ways that I would suggest, ladies and gents. First and foremost, go sign up for my breakthrough program. It is £7.77. That is it. There is nothing more that you have to pay, and that is your program for life, ladies and gents. You can go and do it 1,000 times if you want to. Now, the 5-day breakthrough experience, got itchy finger. The 5-day breakthrough experience is, over the course of 5 days, you get an email and you get a video and you get some homework to do. And so it's going to take about 30 minutes of your time, maybe 45 minutes. But you can repeat this exercise. Now, so many people have had massive breakthroughs off the back of these 5 questions that I ask people. So please don't underestimate the fact that it's just £7.77, ladies and gents. Actually, you should be jumping in with 2 feet and going, yes, I can afford that price. Let's see what can be created off the back of it. The other way to hang out with me, ladies and gents, is Conscious Conversations. I cannot say to you, like, I love all of my programs. I genuinely love all of my programs, but Conscious Conversations is such an incredible, incredible soul family reunion. We get together every Monday evening, unless I need to change it for some reason. Sometimes I have to move it if I'm flying or something like that. But we meet basically every Monday evening and we have the most beautiful conscious conversation. Now, that may be about travel. It may be around situations that are going on around the world right now. It could be any number of things. Sometimes we do Q&A. Sometimes people just, ask questions, and that directs the evening's event, the evening session. But what I do know is that community are really coming together in such a beautiful way. And, some of the things that I've seen just this week going on in the group, I'm like, oh, I'm so proud that this beautiful group of souls have come together and they really, really, really want to make a difference. So any of my Conscious Conversations community, this is for you. It says you're epic. Literally, it's true. You are. I mean, all of you are anyway. Anyway, ladies and gents, enough about that. I'm going to pull up some of the notes that I have got from the full moon. Now, full moon is taking place on the 29th. I had to think then. I was like, what date is it? The 29th of September 2023. So about a week away from when I am filming this. And as I was starting to channel the information, it was very interesting because it's literally what my life has been like in the last few weeks. Every single piece of what is in here, it's like the last 2 weeks of my life. So I was like, okay, cool. And I should know better because I get to live it, and then obviously I get to share it. So I should know better, but it still came as a shock to me. So ladies and gents, it is go time. It is time for us to really get our show on the road, for want of better words. It is time for us to level up, which is interesting because that's going to be my the name of my radio show, Level Up with Lucy. But it is really that time. It is time to elevate. It's time to accelerate. It is time to get connected to whatever it is that we want to do, whatever it is that we want to be doing going forwards. So long story short, and I'm not going to make this energy update short, I'm going to give you all of the information, but very long story short, action is the name of the game this full moon. It is going to be highlighting, it's going to be shining a big bright light on areas of your life that perhaps are not congruent to who you are and who you want to be. Now, I've been having a lot of conversations with people in the last few weeks whereby there seems to be a bit of a disconnect going on. And it's not like they're angry or, you know, things have really, really hit rock bottom or something, but they're just like, that's not where I want to be anymore. You know, it just doesn't feel right to me anymore. And this is the energy that's coming through. Action is the name of the game. There is absolutely no holding back now. You are restricting your growth. You are restricting, and there is nobody else doing it. It's you and your decisions that are holding you in places that perhaps you no longer want to be, that perhaps you are not thriving. Maybe there is a limitation. Maybe there is a block. Maybe there is a cutoff. Maybe there is a resistance. Maybe there's somebody who's constantly putting you down or telling you that you're crazy. Like whatever it is, you need to recognize now that there is no holding back. It's down to you to elevate. It's down to you to rise up. Nobody is coming to save you. I don't care who you are and what you follow. Nobody is coming to save you. Not a politician, not a teacher, not a spiritual mentor. Nobody is coming to save you. This is about you taking ownership and the power back for you, because you are so incredible. Now, this has been massive in the last few weeks, ladies and gents, to the point that in the last 7 days, I've been very shocked by this. The masks are off. The masks are off. They're firmly off. People can no longer hide who they are. And the truth, if you are willing to see it, is unfolding. Now, you can say, oh, well, it's just the way that person is. No, you're an enabler. Oh, well, you know, you expect that from that person. Again, you're an enabler. It's down to you to look at the truth, feel the vibration behind it, not the pretty face, not the charisma or the charm. Look at it. Are people still doing what they said they were going to do? Are people still taking action? Are people actually living and breathing their truth, or are they pretending that there's something different? People can no longer hide. The full moon bright light is shining on people. So all of these intricate details that maybe they've been able to hide behind a camera, or maybe they've been able to hide for the few months or whatever, like that's coming to the surface now. There is patterns in people that are showing up. And what's happening is people are connecting and they're having the conversations and they're like, wow, that person did that to me. Wow. Okay, right. This wasn't about us. This was about them. The truth is coming, whether people like it or not. The truth is coming, and it's going to come from sources. First and foremost, it's going to come from themselves. They don't realize that they're actually telling people by the way that they're behaving and their actions and what they're doing. They don't realize that they're doing that. So this is why it's very important that we take a step back, we breathe, and we allow people to, you know, for want of better words, hang themselves. You don't need to be involved more often than not for somebody to show who they really are. You might see it way before other people, but you need to sit back and allow other people to catch up and feel into it. Again, I've had maybe 4 very powerful conversations this week, and I've been like, wow, I was really shocked that that came out of the person's mouth that I was talking to, in a way of, I have not needed to say anything or do anything with the information that I have learned over the last few years. You know, it's fascinating what's taken place. Now, some of you are going to absolutely love this. When I was channeling this information, I kept getting revolution, revolution, revolution. And I'm quite excited about that. Now, as we know, a revolution is not the most comfortable of places. It certainly doesn't come off of sparkly things and unicorns. It comes off of pain. It comes off of suffering. It comes off of, things really having to hit rock bottom. However, I am being shown very clearly that the energy for this full moon at the end of September, plus the energy of October going through to the end of the year, is going to be an uprising of a rebellious, revolutionary energy, if that makes sense. So do not be surprised if you start to see people chirping up again and, talking about old subjects or even new subjects, or maybe protests and things like that. So do not be surprised. Down to you whether you get involved in it, but don't be surprised if you see it. Again, my top tip is always observe, but don't consume. Witness everything, but don't consume it. If you start to consume it, switch it off, turn the television off, turn the social media off, do whatever it is that you need to do. The word that they gave me when I was channeling this information was earth connection. Earth connection. There is going to be a much stronger earth connection. I really see, and I mentioned this last week on a video that I did, the technology versus nature split. And this is very much what I'm seeing right now. So the earth connection is going to be like Mother Nature is going to continue to explode and continue to purge the energies. Now, obviously, I feel very sad saying this because, we have seen some treacherous things. We've seen the devastation in Maui. We've seen the devastation in Morocco. We've seen the flooding all around the world. It seems like the whole world is flooding right now. And this is very, very, very sad. However, this is Mother Nature purging. This is not pantomime, ladies and gents. This is fact. People are being hurt. Now, I do not agree with innocent people being hurt. However, this is Mother Nature purging. She is doing her best to purge everything that is no longer serving the earth. You may see these white lines being sprayed. I mean, I can look up today, there's absolutely nothing up there, but you see white lines being sprayed across the skies. Mother Nature is not happy about that stuff. This is a manipulation. This is very much a technology driven, and Mother Nature is saying, look, I've shown you once before in Atlantis, you tried to abuse me with technology, and I will explode. I will do whatever it takes to take you bleeps down. I was just about to swear, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to swear on this video if I possibly can. So this split between technology and nature, like the world is literally splitting in two. There is going to be two different levels of consciousness. There's going to be two layers to this, and it's where you focus your attentions. Now, I'm not saying in the nature one we're not going to have technology, because we will, we need these kind of things, but it's the manipulation that's taking place through technology. It's the subliminal programming. It is the spraying and the devastation that's taking place. Think about it. If you were a living organism like Mother Nature is, and every day you got drilled and poked and prodded and then built on, would you want to just sit there and put up with it for gains of certain people? The answer is no. You'd put up with it for a certain point, but then you would have an explosion, or you would have a purge, or you would have something that takes place. So this is unfortunately what is going to continue to take place. My recommendation is, ladies and gents, just constantly set the intention that you are pure love every single day and that you are protected. So with this full moon energy is going to come a massive warrior focused. It's going to be the divine feminine warriors are going to come back online. The divine masculine warriors are going to rise up. And we are going to be so focused on creating the next shift, on creating the revolution, on creating whatever it is that needs to take place for this split to actually survive. And actually we will thrive off the back of it. If you hadn't noticed, there is a massive spiritual awakening taking flight right now. It is literally jerking people away. It's like they're being rebooted with a defibrillator. Frequencies are rising, vibrations are coming through love, they're coming through authenticity, they're coming through joy. And that is what is going to be driving this mission forwards. Everybody will wake up in their own time. Now, does that mean that everyone's going to be awake before the split? No, it means that there's going to be an initial split and then people will be shifting. Okay. Nobody is going to get left behind. Everybody is going to wake up eventually. However, right now, we need to be around people who vibrate at the same level as us. Hang around the people. And I'm really lucky. I've become very, very good friends with a couple of people that are like, you know, just stick with us. Everything's going to be okay. Like, everything's going to be okay. We'll stick together. If there's another lockdown, we'll stick together. If there's another this, we'll stick together. And it's like, go find those people. Go find those people who are going to resonate with you. Go find those people who are on the same path as you, because this disconnect in resonance is actually causing a lot of disruption, and it's going to create more so. If you are somebody who really thinks this person is a low vibe person, but you keep hanging out with them, please know you're going to end up getting stung with that. Now, this is a very interesting one for me personally, and something that's really, really been incredibly prevalent over the last 2 weeks is love. Love, old love, exes, all surfacing right now. Now, I predicted this in the September energy update. I also predicted it in the new moon energy update, but exes are coming to the surface. Old loves are coming. Not even old, like love is just surfacing in a completely new way. I shared on the Healing Hangs this week, like I have learned in the last 12 months, a love that isn't that lustful, intimate love. It's a love of unconditional, a love for some people that I have that are brothers, they're like, you know, sisters, they're uncles. It's that kind of relationship, but there is this pure love that I feel, and I've never experienced that ever in my life. These people love me for who I am, and I love them for who they are. And we're just on this journey together, and we've got each other's backs. And this is very much the energy that is going to come through and going to continue to keep coming through. That said, just because an ex surfaces does not mean you need to go back to them. But I am saying that there is going to be connection, even reconnection. The truth is coming to the surface on all relationships as well, ladies and gents. The realizations of what you want, the realizations of who you want, and what you might be recognizing is that it's not what you would normally go for. Maybe they're younger, maybe they're older, maybe they're just like a completely different person to you. But you will be finding, if you are single, you will be finding the person that feels like home to you. If you have not already found them, it's this time that we are going to find the person that feels like home. Sometimes we have to go through some really nasty stuff to be able to find home, to be able to find that resonance that I keep talking about. So do not be surprised if you rise in love, ladies and gents. Expect the unexpected is what I'm going to suggest to you. And when these new relationships come in, expect sparks, expect an ignition of electricity, almost like, how have I been surviving? How have I settled for anything other than this before? And do not be surprised if it goes very, very quickly. Now, obviously, we've probably all learned our lessons about rushing things. I certainly have. But don't hold back because of fear of what's happened in your past. Okay? It is so important that you allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to make decisions. There is to be no more procrastinating. Choices are going to set the path for us. It is decision time, ladies and gents. What do you want? What do you feel you deserve? How are you going to, in fact, no, we don't even need to know the how. What is it that you want? Who is it that you want? What is it that you want your life to look like? What is the levels of abundance that you want to have in your life? Choices are going to navigate our journey. We are going to be really, really thriving on the fact that all of a sudden, oh, this is what I want. This is who I want. This is how it's going to be. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm just going to put it out to the universe, and the universe will sort the rest of it out. Very, very important. Now, there's a real contradictory energy to this full moon, because on one side, there's a lot of stability and security. So I'm seeing that people are going to be connecting. People are going to be recognizing the love that they want, that they deserve. And with that will obviously come stability and security. But on the other side of that, impatience, quick decisions, full on jumping in two-footed. It's like, I've been missing this my whole life. I just want to do it, and I'm going to love it, and I'm going to be excited about it, and I'm going to embrace every minute of it. It's your time now, ladies and gents. Be aligned. Every decision that you make it because it is in alignment with you. Don't make it out of anger. Don't make it out of pain. Don't make it out of fear. Do it because it aligns to you. Focus on you and the actions required to achieve your goals. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm the queen of self-love, but there is a massive energy about leaning into self-love. Love yourself more than you've ever loved yourself for the next month or so. Start moving, start eating well, do a fast. I'm actually stepping into a fast on Monday, the 25th of September. I'm taking myself off somewhere. I'm going to immerse in the energies. I'm going to isolate myself. I will still be doing my YouTube videos and things like that because it's work at the end of the day. But other than that, I'm going to be isolating myself, you know, just really, really leaning into everything that needs to come up, everything that I need to process. So that, again, I can lean into this energy of the feelings and the emotions that need to come up and need to be purged, and allow me to get connected to who it is that I want to be and the life that I want to be living. So it might be that you are surrendering to self-love and you're getting on a new exercise regime, or you're getting on a new eating regime, but it's really important that we do not sacrifice ourselves in these moments. Now, talking about feelings and emotions, I have noticed in the last couple of weeks, people throwing their toys out their pram big time. They are acting up. Let me know in the chat if this is something that you've noticed. Like, I am shocked at some of the behaviors that I've seen from people in the last 2 weeks. Like, it's actually quite pathetic. And I'm going to speak very openly about that. I am very, very, very shocked at the way people are behaving. And you know, at the end of the day, I choose not to get involved in it. I choose to not tolerate it, which is why I don't give it energy. Yes, I'll address it in things like this, because if it's happening to me, it's happening to all of you guys. I don't think that I'm special and that I get these things. No, I experience it because we're all experiencing it. Remember, you get to decide your boundaries. You get to decide the way that you live your life. And it is literally you that has to make the choice. Let them throw their toys. Let them bitch. Let them backstab. It will all come back to the people that they're doing it eventually. So just let it go. Now, obviously, with that is coming this energy of extreme explosiveness and extreme feistiness. Now, we have got, like I was saying, the revolution side of things, and this is feisty energy. People want their power back. You know, over the last couple of weeks in the UK, there's been many schools that have locked their children in. There's been, you know, lots of noise about things potentially coming back. So it is going to become more feisty. It is going to come more explosive. And with these explosions, with this feistiness, we are going to recognize that actually we didn't like the way that it's been. We don't want to live that way anymore. Nothing is ever going to be the same again. And we are going to embrace the new, because we know the old doesn't serve us. So this feistiness of, oh my God, it's time to let go, and clinging on for dear life, it's going to be challenging for people. New beginnings are afoot, ladies and gents. Do it is all I'm going to say. If there is something that you want to do, go do it. If there is something that you want to start, go start it. Everything is at your fingertips right now. Jump in two-footed with new beginnings. Learn whatever it is that you need to learn. Remember what it is that you need to remember. Jump into new love, jump into new experiences. I've been talking about doing another skydive, and I'm so ready to just jump and surrender and be like, again, like I was last time. Allow yourself to feel everything that is taking place right now. We are creating universal communities. We are creating connection that we have never experienced before. Breathe, Lucy, breathe. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is this toys being thrown out of the pram. And for me, that's a very childlike energy. It's a very inner child, wounded inner child energy that's being thrown up. So do not be surprised if there's childlike energies. Now, as much as tantrums are childlike energy, laughing, giggling, vulnerability, they're childlike energies. Tell that person that you love them. Tell them that they, that thing that they do, you love it, it's exciting. Have open conversations, be communicative. This is where the soul connections are taking place. And ladies and gents, one thing that I have learned in the last few weeks is that you might not fancy this person. You might not think that this person is in alignment with you, but if there is a soul connection is there, my goodness, nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop it. We are meeting people that are literal soul family. Oh God, I love this energy that's happening right now. Like, as much as it's annoying in one way, it's so blooming powerful in another. We're stepping into a much more heart-driven energy. Now, I'm noticing it. My team are noticing it big time. What we are able to achieve, like I say at the Healing Hangers the other day, what we achieved was absolutely phenomenal. It was something that I never, well, obviously I knew that we could do it, but it was wild. You've got to be brave and courageous in this period of time. You've got to lean into love. Likewise, you've got to be brave. If you are no longer rising in love or it's got stale, be brave and do something to either reignite it, bring it back online, or allow yourself to experience true love, unconditional love. Everything is being created from divinity right now. Everything. And what I mean by that is only heart-driven can work. Now, just because somebody calls you up and says, oh, I'd really like to invest in your business, that isn't heart-driven. It's the intention behind it. It's the purity. It's the love. And if you accept that because I'm greedy or they've got a good following, please know that is not heart-driven. Only heart-driven connections can work. And this is why this segregation is going to take place. We are craving freedom, ladies and gents. We are creating freedom. The more we look at freedom, the more we're creating. There is many people out there still holding people back in the perpetual cycle of drama and fear. But a lot of people are starting to recognize it. Actually, this person is holding me back. Oh God, the more we talk about it, the more we're creating this life. And actually, I don't want that life anymore. We are going to see a rise in noise around the virus. So just be aware of that. There is going to be noise around that. But again, it's up to you whether you lean into it, feel it, believe it. It's completely down to you. Opportunity knocks during this full moon. Opportunities are really knocking. Allow them to present themselves to you. This could be in the shape of a person. This could be in the shape of a business opportunity. This could be in the shape of so many different things, ladies and gents. Lean into it. Feel into it. Ask your heart what the right thing to do is. Should I join this business opportunity? Is it possible for me to? Am I able to do this? And your ego will say no, and your ego will try and manipulate you. But the truth of the matter is, you are capable of doing absolutely anything that you set your mind to. Allow the opportunities to present themselves to you. Seize them with both hands. If you are ready for love, stop putting it off. If you are ready to experience a newfound enjoyment or a newfound hobby or a newfound connection, or you want to talk to somebody, reach out to them. Allow yourself to be caught up in that moment of, I want to speak to this person. I want to gain understanding of what it is that they do and who they are. I don't know about you, ladies and gents, but I feel so alive right now. Doesn't matter what the demons are trying to do, what they're trying to do to pull you down, or just step into your own power. Step into the love that you have for yourself and other people. Remember, it's the heart-driven win. Simple as that. It's often the people that are finger pointing, saying, why are these people dividing? Why are these people doing this? And it's actually the ones doing the finger pointing that are the ones that are actually creating the divide. We don't need to speak up, ladies and gents. We don't need to air our views. We can literally just sit back and be like, you know what? This is not me being weak. This is me demonstrating how strong I am. And on that note, I am going to leave you here, ladies and gents. I'm going to link back to a really beautiful video that I did with a gorgeous man called Paul Brooker about his awakening journey, waking up in 2020. So I'm going to link that back now, and I will catch you guys on Monday for Lucy Davis live at 5 p.m. UK time. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I will be with you super, super soon. Okay, take care. Lots of love, guys. Have a good one.